Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Chalkin History with Shelley. I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture, and we are doing another demo tonight. We are going to work on the Autumn Gourds Thankful Life Transfer. There's two transfers as part of the B transfer. So we're going to work with one half. We're also going to work with some wood cutouts that you can find on Etsy through a store called Decor Cutouts. And we will begin shortly. Say hi as you guys hop on. Text messages should be going out soon. All right, let's make sure we're live. Hi, Mom. How are ya? Let's see here. I'm tired. Tired tonight. All right, let's see here. Make sure I can see comments. All right, guys. Hello. Good evening. It's Monday night. The night is getting away from us tonight, isn't it? All right. Let's go ahead and just talk a second here about what we're going to do. This is the Autumn Gourds Thankful Life Transfer. So there's two designs on each. They both fit 5x7 surfaces perfectly. If you scan that QR code that you see below me with your camera mobile app, that will load the transfer in there. A ton of 5x7 surfaces, because everyone has their own thing, what they like, if they like wood or chalkboards or white or black. So I threw a whole bunch of things in there. So just take out what you don't want. Remember, these are reusable. So you could do them on several different surfaces, give away as gifts, take one to, if you're being hosted for your Thanksgiving dinner, this would be a nice little gift for your host. I think so, yeah. They're getting feisty. They're wanting to fight, and their incisions look good, so all good. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead. So if you remember, yesterday we talked about all the promos that went out. If you didn't get that email today, go ahead and comment email so that I can get you on that email distribution. So many promos to go over. It's crazy. Oops, what happened to that? Let's try that again. There we go. Something happened to my screen. Okay. If you are a club member and you spend a minimum of $100, you get a free London frame and free board erasers. If you place at least a $75 order as a customer, either a Club Couture customer or a customer, you are able to add up to 3 jars of our new Napa color of the month. It's a real rich burgundy color. Excuse me. If you place 4 transfers in your cart and proceed to the checkout, the least value one will be free, and that does stack. So you can put 8 in and 2 are free, or put 12 in and 3 are free. So it does stack, which is really nice. So gosh, I mean, lots of promos going on this month, you guys. Also, if you do subscribe as a club member or would like to, go ahead and comment club and we'll get you set up. But you will get 12 B-size transfers for free. They're all those minis, you know, with the 12 little blocks on there. Gosh, 12 of those. And they're all, I believe they said they're all retired. So all of our past minis, which there's some really good ones, especially those farmhouse ones. Those are really, people want those a lot. So that is a good little promo. And if you sign up to be a designer, not that you necessarily have to sell online or go live or anything like that. You could do it for strictly for you and the discount. You will also get 12 of the mini transfers. So I think that's awesome. This month is kind of crazy with all the promos I got going on. All right, so here's your gourds, which it's not listed yet, but these little wood cutouts that coordinate, that will go up on Etsy soon. And then we're going to do this one, Live a Thankful Life. So what I did was I was playing around. I like to play around just to see what I think I would like. This is the transfer, not exact because there is some fine detail that I've lost in here, but I engraved it in the wood. So you can, there is like some indentations. It actually burns it into the wood. And I just thought that was so neat. So what I might try to do is try to kind of stain it like a color. I was thinking like a rust or saucy, something fallish, without it ruining all that engraving. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, but then I'll probably just punch holes in it and use it as a little hanging sign. So I liked that. And then I went ahead and figured out how to do, so I did this piece as one. Live a Thankful Life is separate pieces. But then some people just like the actual outline, right? So I have the thicker part here. Let's see how this is. Nope. There we go. Nope. I guess this is this one. There we go. Live a Thankful Life. So this is more of an outline of these words, whereas this gives it more detail. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can bring you guys in a little closer. So you can see like the F is, this is kind of knocked out where it isn't on that one. The word live is more outlined, more detailed on this one, whereas this one, it is not. So these will also be listed in Etsy, so be on the lookout for those. You'll be able to pick if you want more detail or less detail, and then of course the outline, and then of course the gourds to go with the other half. So I like the more detail. So we're going to put this guy, he's going to put these guys away for another project. You could also too, I might actually list this as an option, but you could always lift the words also, which I don't know why you'd want to do that because that is pretty neat that it's engraved. So, but anyways, just different things to think of how you might use that. All right, let's get started. We are going to keep this short and sweet and pretty simple. All right, we need to first color. By the way, this is our 5x7 double box frames. Okay, and we will need to prep our little cutouts. And I think I'm going to do it on this side. I think I like the stained side versus the white. I think that's what I want to do. So let's just kind of put that to the side. I think we're going to do these white. I think that's what I'm going to do, is do them in white. So let's find my white paste. You can use paint as well. I'm just going to get out my white Chalkology paste. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna get some paper towels here to put it on top of. All right. Let's get a foam brush. And I'm just going to wet this foam brush a little bit. Okay, just give it a little squeeze. I'm just going to dip it right into my paste. And we're just going to brush that on our wood cutout. Keep grabbing it if you need it. We're just going to color this white, and then we'll chalk the actual transfer on top. Okay, that looks pretty good. Try to ease up my little brush strokes here. These foam brushes have been used quite a bit. Okay, let's get Thankful done. Usually I use my ink mat to kind of hold pieces down, but I didn't grab it, so we're just using a paper towel. Now in between that U, we'll have to clear that out a little bit. Okay. I'm excited to get the Napa just to see what that looks like. It kind of reminds me of the current jam that we have, but it just seems more deeper or more bold of a color. So we'll have to see. We'll do a comparison and see how close it is. Sometimes you just tweak a color a little bit and it can change it altogether. Okay, and live. Okay, get those edges. I think we got everything. If you're catching the replay, thanks for stopping by. Okay. All right, let's take our quick dry tool and get that dried up. before that dries in there, I just want to get that excess paint out of there. There we go. We'll give these pieces a quick waxing as well, since we're going to be chalking on top of chalk. You want to make sure these are nice and dry. All good. Let's grab a squeegee. Let's grab that. Let's go ahead and mark on the back. Thankful Life. And its corresponding one is Autumn Gorge, just in case they get separated. Okay. Aside, let's go ahead and get these guys waxed a little bit. Now, whenever you're using wood cutouts, no matter where you get them, because everybody uses different wood, just be careful with them. Some can be a little more fragile than others, different woods. They just splint easier. All right, so we're just going to apply some wax. I'm just going to go back and forth. Okay, if it gets in between like those open areas, you can always go back with a toothpick or something like that. The detail tool, just get that out. Okay. Okay, guys, done. Grab a little more. This a life. I've actually switched my wood, and I find that this one really is nice. It's pretty sturdy. Of course, if you cut, you know, a really thin cut, then of course it could snap, but I think if it's got some body to it, it should be good. Okay, now this one we're going to take section by section so we don't break it. And just put a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay, and then we're just gonna, I'm gonna hold it down just because just don't want to snap it. This little sections could be a little weaker because there's not like a whole lot of wood that's connected. Okay, let's get this guy up here. You see chunks. Just keep rubbing that out. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. Okay, let's put that back. All right, let's go ahead and get our transfer off. Now, because we've waxed, we don't need to fuzz it, okay? And I think maybe we should do the little pieces first. Excuse me. So I'm going to come in here and we're just going to kind of line that guy up. I love that my transfers are more see-through. Can you see how I line that up? Get a nice little border around all the letters. So easy. It's harder when your surface is a dark color, I find. Okay. All right, look how easy that was. And we are just going to go with one color here. We're going to go with, let's go with, I really like Saucy. I think Saucy was such a great color they came out with. I also like Rust. Let's do Thankful in Saucy. We'll do Live a Life in Rust. And then we'll do something different with the foliage going around. A couple more little squeegees here. So Thankful we said we're going to do in Saucy. All right, so we're just applying that. I like to chalk towards me. So I like to pull down towards me. Sometimes I'll go away from me, but for the most part, I will chalk coming at me. I feel like I have better control that way. So if I have to spin my projects, I'll spin them around just to make it come towards me. Okay, let's get some Rust. We could do either all the foliage like a green, like moss, or we can go around it with the Saucy. So we'll have to see. I think maybe we'll go Saucy just to keep it down to a couple colors. All right, get that excess off. Make sure you've gotten everything covered. Okay. Back in the correct jar. And you can take your get that A out of there. There we go. I'm just going to set this aside for a moment. Let's get these dry. Now we'll do this, the border. So we can bring this back over and lay it down. of just start in the corners and see what it looks like. Okay. Let's go ahead and flatten that all down. If you feel like anything is underneath that, by all means, get that out. I feel like I have a little something in there. Okay, and then lay it back down. I think I'm gonna go with, Saucy. We're gonna keep this pretty simple. Bring that so you guys can see a little closer here. Of course, if you feel like doing all the individual little flowers and that kind of thing, that would be very beautiful. Time consuming, but beautiful. Okay. I'm going to grab my excess and kind of pull it down with me. Should probably get my glue gun going here. All right. Excess back. Let's find our glue gun here. Get that started. All right. Oh, we had a little spooch there. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. We'll have to fix that little spot there. Let's go ahead and get it dry. I'm also going to kind of grunge this up a little bit. It seems very white to me. We'll see. We'll put it on the board and see what it looks like. But I think I'm going to kind of dirty it up a little bit. Isn't that pretty though? Seems so lacy. I also might, as I'm playing around with this, I might just like take these three little dots out of the cutouts so that you have the four corners. That way you can do it in a square. If you wanted to do something different in a square, you could do that. Okay. Let's get our detail tool here. Let's see how well we can get that off. Comes off for the most part. Okay, because we waxed, so it gives us that just a little room to play. Okay. And what I can do then is come in with my white chalk marker and make that white. Which I think I had my black out, but I didn't have my white out. Oh, let's see. Or maybe I had the white out, but I didn't have the black out. And I don't see it right now, so it's gotta be here somewhere. Or is this the black? This is the black. All right, well, I'll have to look for it, but nonetheless, that looks a lot better than it was. So let's do this. Let's bring over our frame. So if we did it on the white side, this is how that would look on the white, which would be fine. But I think we're gonna do it on this side. So I like that contrast, although I just, like I said, I wanna dull it down just a little bit. Okay. These guys, you can place that anywhere you want, right? It's a freestanding here. You can bring that down if you want. I think thankful is supposed to come up just a bit so we can kind of position it up a little. Live a thankful life. There we go, that's pretty. It'd be really pretty if we like colored maybe the board, the rust color, that would be pretty too. But I'm just gonna kind of, like I said, grunge it up a little bit. So let's get our ink pad, and I have this funky little, it's an ink, what do they call it? Just kind of like an ink dauber. All right, and then we're gonna use, I think, let's see, we're gonna use some of this ground espresso. We're gonna see if that's too dark. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All right, and then I'm just gonna kind of go around. We're just kind of dulling it. Do you see how that kind of took away a little bit of that stark white? Excuse me. So we're just gonna dull that a bit. There, that looks warmer, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, that's so much better. So much better. If it was on the white side, I wouldn't do this. But because it's on the darker side, I think it's necessary. All right, let me find my white marker first. Let's do this right. That's my other black. This is a white one, but not the one I want. Oh, maybe is this it? There it is. Okay. I want to make that one part white. And then we could put it all together. Okay, just one little pounce, make sure it's working. See if I can show you guys how I use this. Okay, you don't want to kind of like keep going back and forth because you'll end up coloring the tip of your marker, but you'll also end up spreading that color. So we're gonna just touch it a little bit, then we'll let it dry. And then we'll do another little layer. Okay. Look how that just disappears. All right, I think that's good. Let's get that dry. Then we can grunge that one up, and then we'll put it all together. All right, load up our little brush dauber. Just be gentle. A little bit more. Okay. And what you can do too is I'm going to take even a darker color. So I'm going to go with soot, which is kind of a black. Okay. We're just going to kind of go around those edges. Kind of make those corners stick out. There we go. I really like how that really warmed that up. Okay. So this is now how it's going to go. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Oops. Little too close. There you go. I really like that. What would be fun is if we took, you could take, you know, one of those little gourds. If you want to position that in the corner, you could do that. That would be fun too. I really like this. I think it's so pretty. All right, let's take these pieces out first, because what I'm going to do for the big pieces, just in the corners, I'm going to hit it with glue. Okay, so do a little dollop there, dollop there, dollop there, and dollop there. And then we're going to lay that down. Make sure it's even, equally spaced. Press those corners down. Don't burn yourself like I have 100 times. Okay, we're gonna see where we want this here. I think right about there. I'm just gonna run a little bead of glue. On that. The only thing I hate about hot glue is it's just messy. It's with all the little strings it leaves behind. Okay, make sure that's straight. Nothing worse than crooked, right? Okay. Live. Okay. I'm moving these around quite a bit, so I'll probably get in there with something sharp to cut that excess glue that's kind of oozing out. We'll get that out of there. Okay, one last piece. Trying to hit all the little edges there. Live a thankful life. Okay. And there you guys have it. I really like that. I think I might paint this, so what do you guys think? Let's get a brush. Let's get a brush. I really like that color. It is delicate looking. I think I'm just going to do the edges in rust. All right, I'm going to try not to go over the edges. Okay, so one side, I think we can turn our glue gun off. Pretty, very pretty. I love it. I love that our wood products are paintable, stainable, whatever you want to do to them, sandable. All of the above. Because a lot of people just like to make things their own, right? They need to rough it up or give it color, whatever the case may be. Okay, one more side. All right, guys. What do you guys think? I love it. I love it. I think it's so pretty. Let's get that paint dry. Or paste, I should say. I see one spot that I missed. I love the warmness of it. It's so warm and cozy. Live a thankful life. All right, guys. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I truly appreciate you. Thanks for catching the replay if you're catching the replay. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys again soon.